Hey guys, welcome to the Vault Pro Scooters. We're at the red couch and we have a special guest today. I'm Sean and this is...
What's up, guys? My name's Scooter Brad. My real name is Bradley Gowdy, and most of you probably know me as Scooter Brad.
I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get the Finna SB.
Well, I can do the real intro if you really want.
Let's hear the real intro.
What is up, guys? It's your boy, Finna SB, a.k.a. Scooter Brad.
I think that was phenomenal. So if you don't know, he's got a pretty popular YouTube channel, scootering, all content. We got riding footage. We got drama. What else we got on there?
We got the industry news. We got product releases, product reviews, custom builds, unboxings, mostly vlogs at the time being. But scootering, news, and vlogs are kind of my two main pointers on my channel.
So if you're watching us and you haven't watched any of his, go check it out. And let's get to know Brad a little bit better. What's your middle name, Bradley?
My middle name is Colin.
Bradley Colin G?
With one L.
Colin with one L.
Yep.
Is that a New Zealand thing, or
I don't know.
Just
it's
like,
just Colin. It's my grandfather's name.
Oh, that's cool.
And my last name is pronounced Gowdy, not Goody, not Goody, Gowdy.
Gowdy.
Like
all right.
cow,
See, we
but
solve all the last name drama here. We got Doubt. We got Gowdy. Do we have any other ones with weird last names? Waza. Waze. See, I already forgot. Waza, we need you back.
Waza.
Waze.
Just Waza.
Sorry, Waza.
Waza. Sorry, Waza. It's just Waza. Waza.
I mean, I'm just looking around the room and I see this sweet scooter behind you. Who built that?
I literally just made this custom build, so if you haven't seen it, it's probably in the cards right above my head, right up there, guys. You check it out.
Up there, down below, whatever we're gonna do this time. Would you consider yourself an OG?
I wouldn't consider myself an OG like in the entire industry, but as like a New Zealand rider, I've been riding for like 11 years now, so I would say like back home, I guess people see me that way, but I wouldn't consider myself an OG in like the wider community.
But an OG in the terms of, were you on SR?
I was on SR, yes.
See, I think when you're in SR in the old days, I think you can kind of get something.
How
many posts you got?
I won Scooter of the Month once. And
That's a big thing.
That was a big thing because like we had no parts like back then. I think I got custom made parts from Bayside Blades, which was like an Australian store, and they had a lot of like the Yak stuff, and they had T-bars, and they had Ultra Pros bolted and all that kind of thing.
Can you remember your setup that won SOTM?
I think it was SOTM. It was April of 2000. I want to say 6.
What was the
or
setup?
7. I know I had, it might have been a little bit later because I had the first Mad Gear deck, the one that was like bananaed at the back. I had that. I had a fakie brake. I had 2 Yaks, plastic core. I had Ultra Pro forks. I want to say a Procom double clamp, but I think it might have been something else before that. And then I just literally had T-bars and ODIs. But it was
That
sick.
was Scooter of the Month.
Yep. It was tight.
Congrats, man. Like, I never won Scooter of the
Really?
Month. I tried hard with like 3 different setups. Like, got the fresh coat of paint, new parts. Waited like 2 months to ride a certain part so I could get them all together. Never got it.
Soul crushing.
I regret that the most in my scooter career. I've done some things. Never got Scooter of the Month.
Damn.
Interview done. Like, I'm too emotional.
Cut.
All right, man. So riding 11 years. What is the most proud you've been of a certain trick or a line or a clip, whatever?
Okay. I got a few examples, I think, of this. So in NZ, it's like you never get a world first. Like I don't think there's ever been a world first that's come out of New Zealand, but everyone's like claiming New Zealand first, like first person in the country to do it. Sick. So
they do NZ first?
Yeah. And I've heard people do like first kid under 13 to do this trick, and I'm like, okay, it's a little bit, you're stretching a bit too far now. Okay, guys, just calm down. But I did have an NZ first, and it was like quarter to bank. I think it was early 2010, and I did bar spin, bri tail whip.
That's pretty gnarly.
It was pretty nice.
You always claim you suck at scooters, but
I worked hard.
Sometimes I see some good clips out of you. I'm like, he doesn't suck.
Yeah.
Selling yourself short. Do you have any official sponsors?
I do. I have a shop sponsor. It's Scooter Bits, BITZ.
Scooter Bits.
But it's just literally a local store that cruises up to my local park every weekend in a
Is
trailer.
it the is the trailer
Yeah,
one?
it's just
Yeah,
a
I
little
thought that was
trailer.
cool.
It's pretty sick, and they stock some quality stuff, which is sick. I have had a few other sponsors in the past. I was on Crisp in 2012 to 2013, and I was on another shop called Scooter Pro late 2013 to 14 as well.
You ever get to drive the Scooter Bits trailer?
No.
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 Don't trust you?
No.
Is that the right decision?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so we got some NZ world first in there. Any other?
I made an edit in 2014 when I learned the first ever. Well, it was the first one I'd seen. I don't know who else has done it, and I've never really seen it done all that frequently. But I hop into fakie board slide, which is the equivalent to like, is it sugar? See, we have different names for grinds back home. Like I call it a fakie feeble.
See, I'm not sure.
Like I'm literally okay. I ride up to a ledge, I pop a fat backside 180, slap a feeble going backwards.
All right, when you come up to ledge, are you front side or back side at the ledge?
Toes pointing at ledge.
All right, so you're coming up front side at the ledge, and then you spin a back 180.
I do a back 180.
So it's not on a rail?
No, on a ledge.
Yeah, fakey feeble.
Fakey feeb.
Take this knowledge back to New Zealand.
So
I was
back
watching a
180.
vlog the other day.
Yeah, so I'm rolling up, back 180, fakey feeb, bry to fakey, and then cab out backside.
Hey,
But
is
that's
that
like
pretty recent?
That's like my favorite trick. No, that was like
Okay.
I think I filmed
Oh,
it
you said in
2013
2014,
and then
yeah.
I dropped it 2014 was the edit. But I can do that trick like on demand now, which is sick. It's like my favorite trick.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think we're going to have you play a game of Scoot against someone.
Yeah.
Whoever you play, I bet they can't do that.
I better keep that one in the books. Hey.
So keep it close to the chest because they definitely won't practice it tonight. They're broke off.
Damn.
Hey, get me, dog.
Yeah, you're just playing this against me. Like you're asking me all my good tricks.
So
you're
if
just like,
tomorrow you and I play Scoot,
what are you gonna do?
What
exactly.
tricks wouldn't? Hey,
well,
so
I'm gonna do this.
So we
and
went
this,
over
don't-
your world's first. What tricks can you never do ever?
double flip is never gonna happen for me. Sorry, guys.
Well, I'm doing that tomorrow.
Yeah, anything flip related is just not me, man. I'm not built to do flips, so shoot me.
I got shown a gnarly bail clip on a flip over at a Riverside Megazone. And I'm scarred right now, man. I haven't gone upside down. I went to Woodward. I did a couple on the resi and even went to the wood. And I was like, you know what, man? Is it worth it?
They just don't satisfy me all that much, you know. Like people rave about how nice flips feel, and I'm sure like if you can boost flares like that, that must feel
that looks sick.
amazing. That looks like so much fun. But literally, like the reward for me is just not. It's just not there.
What about you show up to a park and some people are like, ugh, he's
Do
on
a
a scooter.
backflip.
And then you do a backflip. That's the shut up move. Like if you roll up to a park
Yeah.
and people are hating and you bust like a Bry Whip air, they're like, what? And then you go upside down, they're like,
Okay,
hey man, scooters suck, but you're cool.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the respect.
I've definitely had that a few times when I could flip on command.
When's the last time you flipped?
Last time I flipped was at Woodward just the other day. But
Wood?
to concrete, the last time I did that was late 2014 on like literally a quarter, maybe this high.
Was it in your edit?
No.
Ah.
It's in a vlog.
On a quarter?
Yeah, just like flat on a quarter. And it's a very small quarter, maybe like 2 foot.
I think you still got it.
Maybe.
Will we see a flip out of you tomorrow?
Probably not.
All right, let's get into some YouTube fun. So, how'd you get involved starting making YouTube videos?
So first edits, and then it developed into the video blogs, and then just into Scoot review. But like the timeline, it pretty much went like I always loved making edits. Editing was like my thing. Like I love making edits. Edits are my favorite video to make, hands down. Even now, favorite video. I would love to make an edit any day over making a vlog or making a Scoot review. They look amazing. They are amazing. They take more effort to make, even though they're shorter. But literally, like making an edit is like that's my forte. I love that. So it kind of developed from there. I saw like people started making webisodes in early maybe 2012 or 2011-ish. And my first vlog I think I dropped was like in February 2013. And I only made one like every kind of month just to update my few thousand subscribers at the time of what I was getting up to at the time. So I'd film across the month. I'd just slap it all together and would just have like funny moment kind of montages put together. And then one day I was just working full time. It was just after my back injury, which we'll probably get to later on.
Now we will.
But yeah, now we will. So yeah, it was just I was working full time. It was just after my back injury, and I needed to come up with something that was an animation so I could get into this class I wanted to take. I was doing a diploma in video editing, so I had to come up with this 3D animation. It had to be something new that I just built specifically for that. So I sat at my computer for, I think it was like 13 hours straight, just editing the Scoot Review intro.
Wait, you edited that?
Yeah, of course. I edit everything
Really?
I upload. Everything I have on my channel, I edit.
I got some respect for you.
Yeah.
I thought you went to someone else
No.
to make that intro.
No, and that was before I had my diploma. So I developed that before I got the skills.
I don't hate the intro. I don't love it, but now it's got some bonus points. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, man's made that himself.
Yeah, it definitely needs an update. That's for sure. I've tried
Are
to
you gonna make the update?
I've tried to get it done, but like it really does need refreshing, and it will get refreshed. It will. Okay. But
tuned.
the music's gonna stay the same. I edited that, and it literally came out as Scoot Review. Like I couldn't really come up with a context to it, and then like I watched it back, and I was like, wow, I actually really like this, and I should definitely use it. I think I had 11K subs at the time, and I'd been sitting on 11 for like 2 years. I had 11 in 2014 in it, and it just sat there. I never made any videos. The whole of 2015, I had barely any uploads. I didn't grow at all. And then I just sat down and I made that, and I was like, dude, I need to do something with this. And I did. So I started Scoot Review.
How long after? Like within the week, you like made the
Yep.
intro, and you were just like, dude, Scoot Review.
Within the week, I wrote down on a whiteboard, I was like, these are the YouTubers that I like. I want to do this kind of style. I want to do this kind of new stuff. I want to have this many per episode. I want to do these sorts of transitions and this sort of talking, this kind of, the setup thing. And it worked, which is so sick. I think Scoot Review is probably the proudest thing, or like the thing that I'm most proud of on my channel, is just that nobody else has done it, and it just it made my channel really.
Yeah, it really set you apart.
Yeah.
That's good. We needed something like that in scootering, and keep up with it. What Scoot Review are you at right now? Number?
I'm at 100 and I want to say 18
Since 2014?
since the start of 2016.
Well, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so we're what, mid 2017 now.
Especially if you're still dropping. Are you on a defined schedule, or is it just?
I do. When I'm at home, I drop 2 episodes a week, every Wednesday, every Sunday. But that here is the day before, so it's Tuesday and Saturday.
Are you working on a personal writing edit right now?
I am. Yes, I'm actually.
How's it going?
I can't.
You wanna drop something?
Of course, you'd ask me this question, right? I've been sitting on like a 2-minute 20 quick release for like maybe 8 months, and it's just sitting on my computer, and I don't like
It's ready
the
to
music.
go, or what?
Yeah, it's ready to go, but I don't like
It's
it.
a quick release, man.
I'm not feeling it. I
It's
can't.
a quick release.
But I can't, I have like a certain standard. Like I can't drop something that I'm only half satisfied with. You
All
feel
right,
me?
delete the title quick release and then make it a real release.
Yeah,
A long release.
I think so. But like the other thing is like all my scooters look old, and like it's old parts, and just like my appearance is so different. I'm like a lot more overweight than I am now in these clips, and I'm just like, I'm not happy with like the visual image. Like I don't want to put it out as a Scooter Brad quick release because it's all old and it's just not up to date, and I just don't like it.
Not even if it says throwaway? Still no?
Maybe I could drop it as a throwaway, but only after I drop like a banging quick release.
All right, guys. Comment below and go bombard all his videos and say, Bradley, where's that throwaway edit at?
Might have to drop it.
If we get 1 million subs on this video.
I'll show you it later so that you can understand what I'm talking about.
All right. So I'll keep a look in the comment section, and I'll comment from my channel. We'll see. If you see me agree, then you know he needs to drop it.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself heading with YouTube? I mean, there's a big explosion in vlogs. You're obviously participating, but you got so many other aspects of your channel. Like, what do you see the future of Scoot Review happening?
I've had like a few ideas with this, like, because I much rather make a Scoot review or an edit over making a vlog. Like a vlog for me is like, don't get me wrong, like vlogging is a lot of fun. It can be amazing at times, but it can also completely suck. Like it's very repetitive. It's hard to come up with new ideas. And when so many other people are taking ideas from each other, you don't want to take anything from somebody else by mistake or have them take something from you either by mistake or doing it on purpose. But like, I've tried to come up with a way where I could make scoot review into a vlog or like incorporate it into a vlog. So I want to go out, do my day-to-day stuff, but while I'm doing it, talk about like, hey, I just watched this brand new edit on my phone. This is what it's like. Here's a few clips from it, and kind of tie them all together. But that in itself is like, the amount of production you have to put into something like that is quite serious. So if I had like a filmer or an editor on board, then maybe I'd be able to do it. But as a sole person that just does the filming, does the editing, does the uploading, does the titles, does everything, like, it's just not doable right now for me. So I think I'm just gonna have to stick with what I'm doing and just develop what I have going for me right now, and hopefully just like make it better as time goes on.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Yes.
Fidget spinners.
You know what? I've actually done a fidget spinner unboxing, but it was in a fan mail video. Like, I don't do standalone stuff like that ever. I actually have a brand new, I think I've got a whole box of fidgets being sent again. Because people just hit me up on my emails and they're like, hey, you want to review these fidget spinners? And I'm like, you know what? Free stuff is free stuff. I can give them away to the kids that love them. So I open them and I'm like,
someone sent you a box full of them?
A box full of them. Apparently, I'm getting like 10 to 20 or something. I don't know.
If you're sending them, this one's for you. Thanks for the fidgets.
Cheers. But no, like, I think so I've tried to make videos like that, like what you're talking about. I've tried to make them. I think I've made maybe 4 or 5 vlogs that I never posted because I absolutely hated making them. I was editing them thinking like,
what were they?
Okay, I did one. The only one that's on my channel that you can watch is like marshmallow grip tape. You know how Raymond does like the candy grip? We tried to do it, and like, I didn't want to post it. I really didn't want to upload it. But all my homies were like, oh, we spent the whole day doing it, like, you have to post it. I'm like, it did terribly on my channel. It's probably one of my least viewed videos at the time being. But the other ones I've done was like, I think we filmed like, it was like a segment of the vlog, but I cut it because it was terrible. We did like tallest fidget spinner tower stack thing. I don't even know what we were doing, but like, I never posted it, and it was just like, just stuff like that just makes me cringe. I don't like watching it. I don't like filming it. I don't like editing it, and I'm sure as hell not going to be posting that kind of thing. So
wait, you don't watch fidget spinner videos?
No. I couldn't sit through a 10-minute fidget spinner review, like, for real. Wow, this one spins good. Try the next one. This one spins great. Like,
so the coworker Austin, right? You guys been hanging out a little bit?
I love Austin, but his fidget spinner addiction needs some work. Roasted.
All right, so we were talking about some videos. You're working on your part. Lots of good stuff. Channel's still growing, right? Mm-hmm. What happened with your back?
The back injury. I did a video on this, and it's kind of a long story, but as a summary, I was working a full-time job at a supermarket lugging crates of liquor around, and I would clear about 9 pallets every day. And I don't know so the math on this, right, is like a pallet is like 6 by 5, so it's 35 crates. A crate maybe weighs like 10 to 14 kilograms, and it worked out to me lugging around like more than 7 tons of alcohol every day. And like, this is through Christmas time, so I'm working like maybe 50, 60 hours a week, and my back was just like, it was just caving in. Like, it was not doing too good, and I was in pain every single day. One day I tripped on a corner of a pallet. I got my foot stuck in it and I fell forward, but it didn't hit the ground. I kind of saved this 24 box, which I think weighed about 24 kilograms, which is maybe like 14 to 15 pounds. And I twisted my upper body and literally just felt one of the ligaments from my right shoulder blade to my spine. It was called a rotator cuff, and it just tore straight away. And it was like the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life, right? Didn't think anything of it. It felt okay in like a couple of hours. I iced it and I was sweet. Went back to work for like maybe another week afterwards, and that's when the damage was done. Like, the rotator cuff was torn, but only halfway through. And working that extended week, it just completely like stretched the entire rotator cuff of the last little bit, and then it pinged again another week later. So It tore halfway and then tore the whole way, and then literally my shoulder was just destroyed. And now, as a result of like the recovery and all the gym work, I have minor scoliosis. So I don't know if you know, but scoliosis is when your spine, instead of curving just one way and then up into your neck, it curves both ways and then curves up into your neck. So this is like bad news. This sucks, right? Right now, my back here to here, it hurts every day.
Right now.
24/7. It hurts all the time. So I had 2 MRIs. I had one on my thoracic spine, which is pretty much like, I don't know what number of vertebrae it is, but it's from a certain number to a certain number. And then your cervical, again, which was the second one, is the number from there to the top of your neck. Mm-hmm. So I had both MRIs, and nobody could find a solution to it. I went to musculoskeletal specialists. I went to physio twice a week for 8 months. I went to chiropractor twice a week for that same 8 months. And it did literally nothing for me. The only solution I brought to myself was getting back on my scooter. I didn't scooter for about 6 months straight. And then I got my first pair of Affinity T-bars, and I used to scoot around the local park every day. I'd do like 2 laps in the morning and 2 laps at night. And that was literally the only thing that helped me. I went to the gym.
Mentally or physically?
Both, mentally and physically. I went to the gym and I had a trainer that told me to do these exercises every day. And I did that for maybe 3 or 4 months and saw no improvement. As soon as I started scootering again, it started to help. And literally, the Affinity T-bars, I don't even know if that was just luck or if that's a plug, but that was honestly the turning point for me, was getting Affinity T-bars.
Hear that, Affinity?
I swear it. So Chris Gascoigne, John Radke, thank you so much for saving my life.
Changed his freaking life.
Yeah, straight up.
When you're done watching this, go watch a documentary on some behind-the-scenes Affinity. All right, Bradley, anything else you want to say to your many fans out there, or potentially haters?
Well, the haters can keep hating. I really don't mind. I'm one of those people that can, I think, and because personally now, like I'm very prone to the criticism. I don't mind the criticism. I can definitely take it. And I mean, sure, I can definitely spread it too. So I'm sorry if I've criticized you, or I apologize. But I like to think that I'm extremely open on camera as I am off camera. So I try to be that same individual in both aspects of my life. But if you guys hate me, then that's fine. But if you love me, I really appreciate your support. And yeah, like, thank you so much for watching all of my videos. It really means a lot to me. YouTube is my life, and that's all I could ask for, is just scootering every single day and being able to live off doing it, which is amazing. And it brought me here to the Vault. So thank you so much to the Vault as well for having me. And I'm just so thankful, man. It's amazing. I cannot appreciate it enough. I can't express how much gratitude I have for the community. It's amazing.
Yeah. Did you ever think in 2012 you'd be living off of scooters?
No. I never thought I'd make a living off scootering ever. I didn't think it would ever get big enough, especially where I'm from. Like, it's not the same as here. No way. Like, scootering had its peak where I'm from, and now it's kind of flatlined and coming back, and it kind of swells from time to time. But like, the rest of the world is killing it. So if you guys scoot, just keep scooting. Keep pushing.
One last thing. Did you ever get the handshake from Dakota?
I did. I did it Nitro, yes. But
beef squashed.
People have been asking me, like, where's the handshake? You got to shake. It's like, I didn't want to have the same disrespect. I didn't want to disrespect Kota at all. Like, if he was going to shake my hand, I wasn't going to film it. I wasn't going to put it out there. And it's the same as if, like, when I meet new people, I tend to not shove the camera in their face the first time I see them, you know? So
that's not a good first impression?
It's not. It's definitely not a good first impression.
I've been doing it wrong.
I don't like doing that, so.
Well, hopefully we can get Dakota and Brad here on the couch again, and maybe we'll get an on-camera handshake if they're both game.
Maybe.
But I'll leave it with this.
Respect is earned. Subscribe.
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to check out Brad's channel. Subscribe to us if you haven't yet, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Deuces.